Thank you, Beth, for that warm introduction. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jessica Gamboa, and tonight I will talk to you about how LEDA not only changed my future, but the future of my family. I remember the night my parents and I discussed whether I would be attending LEDA's Aspects of Summer Leadership Institute. Although I had been accepted into the program, my parents remained unconvinced that allowing me to leave for a summer program at Princeton was a wise choice. We lived in Brownsville, Texas, along the US-Mexico border, and for my parents, the thought of having their oldest daughter leave our insular hometown was terrifying. We didn't know of anyone who had made such a leap before, and my parents were scared of losing me to a different culture and a different world. Luckily, over time and over many conversations with LEDA staff members, my parents became more comfortable with me attending LEDA. I tried to do my part, assuring them that LEDA would not change me. Of course, LEDA did change me, but not in the way my parents had feared. LEDA exposed me to many new experiences. It was the first time I had ever been on the plane and the first time I had ever visited the East Coast. Through LEDA, I lived in a majestic and wonderful place called Princeton University, experienced New York City for the first time, and visited several top colleges. I attended classes with some of the brightest individuals I had ever met and gained exposure to a community of scholars who shared the same ambition, drive, and talent that I did. Like most LEDA scholars, I had mixed feelings about leaving LEDA at the end of the summer. I was happy to return to my family, like everyone else, but devastated to be leaving the community we had built. However, it wasn't long before I was back at Princeton. LEDA saw me through the grueling college application process every step of the way, and it was all worth it when I got my college acceptance letter from Princeton University. I must admit, as excited as I was, I read my acceptance letter with some anxiety, wondering how my parents would react. Would they let me spend 4 years at Princeton when a summer was such a challenge for them? Surprisingly, their answer was yes. Over the course of my senior year, they realized that although I would be very far away, I would have access to a world-class education. My full scholarship certainly helped, since their fears about me paying for my education had always been holding them back from fully supporting me. Without LEDA's help in pursuing financial aid, I don't know if attending Princeton would have been a possibility. I certainly know that my experience at LEDA and their supportive staff helped prepare not only me, but my parents for my transition into Princeton. When I got to Princeton, I was immediately immersed in an intense academic community. Although the work was challenging, I felt as if the Aspects curriculum had prepared me for it. I felt comfortable speaking up in small classroom settings and was already used to the heavy reading loads. I'm sure my fellow scholars know what I mean. I also applied my LEDA training when I, along with the rest of my closest friends, advocated for the creation of a Latino Studies program at Princeton. Thanks to the support of students, faculty, alumni, university officials, and of course President Tillman, we were able to make this a reality. For me, the notion that I could be a powerful agent for change by mobilizing a group of people around a common goal first emerged during my summer at LEDA. It was also during this summer that I gained a strong passion for politics, policy, and social justice issues. Not surprisingly, I ended up studying public policy and got the opportunity to intern at various organizations, both domestically and abroad, at no cost to me or my family. Since graduating from Princeton, I have committed myself to making educational opportunities available to students who, like me, have ambitious dreams but don't know how to make them a reality. It is why I worked for LEDA this past summer as a college guidance coordinator, helping Cohort 8 navigate the initial stages of the college application process. It is why I'm currently wrapping up my master's program at the Harvard Graduate School of Education. LEDA has helped me grow professionally and academically every step of the way, and I believe that I, along with the rest of the students here, am living proof that LEDA is changing the face of American leadership. But it's not just about me and my success. One of my proudest moments at Princeton occurred just before graduation when my parents and 3 younger siblings visited campus for the first time. As I showed them around campus, I realized that LEDA changed not only the trajectory of my life, but the lives of every single one of my family members. It opened up an entire new world to them, especially my siblings, that I hope one day they too will get to explore. Thank you very much for your time, and now it is my pleasure to introduce a fellow LEDA scholar, Christine Ewan. Christine is currently a Human Resource Rotational Program Associate at Capital One in Richmond, Virginia. Christine is originally from Houma, Louisiana, where she was a valedictorian at Terrebonne High School. Christine was a member of LEDA's third cohort of scholars and also worked as a resident advisor at LEDA's Aspects of Leadership Summer Institute, where she advised and supported our sixth cohort of LEDA scholars. Christine received her bachelor's in business administration from Georgetown University, where she spent many years working in the undergraduate admissions office. As an undergraduate, she also spent a year in Denmark in the International Business Program at the Danish Institute for Study Abroad. Please join me in welcoming Christine.